Welcome back to a brand new NFL Coaster Concepts. We finally made it to the other half of the NFL, the American Football Conference, aka the AFC. In today's installment, we go over the AFC East, what coasters will go toe-to-toe with Steel Curtain, find out what coasters the New England Patriots, New York Jets, Buffalo Bills, and Miami Dolphins will get on Coaster Jawn. Alright, criteria time. Team and player nicknames, team colors, location, the best fit at the park chain trends, and what model best fits the theme. Let's kick things off with the 6-time Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. But wait, why not 7-time?
Gonna snap it, and it's Trey Burton who throws caught. Foles, touchdown.
Pays huge dividends with the first sack fumble of the game.
And time runs out.
This is the end of the game.
Oh yeah, that's why. Anyways, the Patriots haven't had a whole lot of nicknames, but they have been referred to as a dynasty because of how many championships former quarterback Tom Brady and head coach Bill Belichick won there. Therefore, I thought that the name Dynasty would be a simple yet effective name for this coaster. The main amusement park in Massachusetts is Six Flags New England, so that's where Dynasty will go. Even though Six Flags New England is a solid hour and a half away from Gillette Stadium where the Patriots play, I couldn't really imagine this going anywhere else. Six Flags New England is obviously missing a launch coaster, but you'll have to wait until I do NBA and MLB coaster concepts to see that launch coaster. Until then, I think another good fit for the park would be an RMC Raptor. We all know that Six Flags has a long history working with Rocky Mountain Construction, and we know that they're not afraid to put an RMC Hybrid and an RMC Raptor in the same park, as Six Flags Fiesta Texas has both Iron Rattler and Wonder Woman. This could be a clone of Jersey Devil, much like the planned Raptor at Magic Mountain, but would probably require some less popular rides to be removed. Like I said, a launch coaster would work great there, but you're just going to have to wait to see future Coaster Concepts videos to see that. Regardless, a small-scale airtime machine like an RMC Raptor would work great at Six Flags New England and be worthy of a name like Dynasty. Down to New York City we go for the New York Jets. One Jets nickname that I really liked was the New York Sack Exchange, which referred to the Jets' defense in the early 1980s. Naturally, the coaster would be called New York Sack Exchange. Since the New York Giants,
All hail the New York Giants!
already have Big Blue Wrecking Crew at Six Flags Great Adventure, the next closest major parks are Nickelodeon Universe and Luna Park. Even though Nick Universe is literally in the same complex as MetLife Stadium in the Meadowlands, I don't think a Jets-themed coaster would fit in there at all. So I'm going to put this coaster at Luna Park on the Coney Island Boardwalk. Since this park is owned by the manufacturer Zamperla, it's pretty much a given that this coaster would be built by them. I would say that Zamperla would have to create a new ride model to work for this theme, so let's just go with a new-gen Zamperla for New York Sack Exchange. However, I do have a pipe dream. As I mentioned earlier, a Jets-themed coaster would make no sense at Nickelodeon Universe. But what if American Dream built a Giants and Jets-themed dueling coaster separate from the theme park as its own attraction? This ride could be called something like Battle for New York, which may or may not be a slight Avengers reference. This would be so sick considering both of the teams play in the Meadowlands complex, so it could possibly attract fans over to the American Dream. I'm thinking it could either be an Intamin or Vekoma dueling coaster. The less likely of the two is Vekoma, but it would be awesome if they could build something like, God help me, Hals Uberkopf at, oh boy, Erlebnis Park Tripstrill. Pardon me if I butchered that. But the more likely option would be an Intamin Hot Racer model, since American Dream has the history with working with Intamin. Either way, it would be such a better coaster than whatever Zamperla would build at Luna Park, and would make way more sense location-wise. American Dream, make this happen, because Battle for New York would be an amazing Intamin Hot Racer or new-gen Vekoma. Going across the state of New York, we have the Buffalo Bills, a team who, for a while now, has become iconic because of their rowdy fan base known as the Bills Mafia. Couple that table-smashing fan base with a little bit of alliteration, and you have yourself Bills Mafia Madness. Bills Mafia Madness would be installed at Buffalo's go-to amusement park in Six Flags Darien Lake, which is about 45 minutes from Bills Stadium. When I originally planned this coaster, I figured a great option would be to RMC their old rough wooden coaster Predator. But rumors have surfaced since then that GCI will actually be retracking portions of Predator with their Titan track. Regardless, I have the fantasy that Six Flags will somehow find enough money in the future to contract either RMC or GCI to transform Predator into a revolutionary hybrid fit for the Bills Mafia. This may never happen, but for you Bills fan coaster enthusiasts, I hope that Bills Mafia madness could be something incredible and a top-tier coaster at Darien Lake. Finally, for this episode of NFL Coaster Concepts, we have the Miami Dolphins. One of the best nicknames that the Dolphins have had plays off the Latin pop band Miami Sound Machine. The Dolphins' defense of the late 80s and early 90s was then called the Miami Pound Machine. So of course, that's the name I had to go with for this coaster. The only problem is, Miami has virtually no amusement parks anywhere near it. Miami is close to 4 hours away from both Tampa and Orlando, so the closest thing that the city has to an amusement park right now is at a place called Uncle Bernie's Theme Park.
Feels good, eh, Bern? You're really loose. Never seen you this relaxed before.
Uncle Bernie's only has 2 kiddie coasters, both installed in 2002. But if Miami Pound Machine had to go here, I would assume that the best coaster they could afford would be an SPF Visa Big Air. It's a really cheap yet thrilling option for the very small park, so it would definitely work well there. But luckily for you Dolphins fans out there, I have a better option. It's rumored that the company who built the American Dream in East Rutherford, New Jersey, is planning on building another shopping and entertainment complex just like it in Miami. Therefore, it's very likely that it could have a theme park, and in that case, I think Miami Pound Machine could very well be an indoor Gerstlauer Eurofighter, just like TMNT Shellraiser at Nickelodeon Universe back in Jersey. This would be a much more suitable option, especially compared to the other NFL coaster concepts so far. So for Miami's sake, I really hope that this project actually comes to fruition, and they can build Miami Pound Machine. And that's our coaster concepts for the AFC East. The Patriots get Dynasty at Six Flags New England. The Jets get New York Sack Exchange at Luna Park, or hopefully Battle for New York at American Dream. The Bills get Bills Mafia Madness at Six Flags Darien Lake. And the Dolphins get Miami Pound Machine at either Uncle Bernie's or American Dream Miami. So what did you think of this episode's choices? Leave a comment down below whether you loved or hated these concepts. And of course, I've got to ask, if you enjoy this type of content, please help me out and subscribe to the channel. While you're at it, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. That's all for today's episode of NFL Coaster Concepts. Until next time, ride on.